Good day, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to proceed with our next topic, which is about computing monthly salary and daily wage. So this is part of my video series about the topics for the strengthened senior high school curriculum. So first, I'm going to discuss the first learning competency for the first quarter, which is you, my dear learners, should be able to calculate weekly or monthly wages from an annual salary, wages from an hourly rate, including situations involving overtime and other allowances, and earnings based on commission and piecework. Okay, so on my first video, we have crafted a structure in order for it to be more structured. Okay, so we've started the lesson with the important terms and the formula, which includes the extra pay, the overtime pay, the night shift differential, and the pays that we have when the worker is working for a special day, just like, for example, a regular holiday, a special non-working holiday, and the likes. And also, we have tackled on the second video about computing weekly salary and daily wage. And on the third video, I have discussed about computing weekly salary and annual salary. So this time, we're going to proceed with our next topic, which is computing monthly salary from daily wage. And then the last video for this learning competency will be about computing monthly salary from the annual salary. So that will be my next video. So please stay tuned. Okay, so if you have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. And also, if you can access your messenger accounts and reach me in RGC or in my personal messenger account, so you can also do that. So for the first problem, Joanne is employed as a shoekeeper in a mini grocery in Rojas City. She receives 520 pesos per day and works 6 days a week. Last month, she rendered 25 working days. How much did Joanne earn for the month? So we are asked for the monthly income or monthly salary of Joanne. So for the monthly salary, so we must multiply the daily pay. So in this case, the daily pay is 520. So we have the daily pay multiplied by the number of days rendered by Joanne. So we have the number of days rendered. So that is equal to, so the daily pay of Juan is 520 multiplied by ilan po yung working days niya na nagserbisyo siya. So that is 25. So we have here 25 days. So on our calculator, that is 520 multiplied by 25. So that is equal to 13,000 pesos. So meaning to say the monthly salary of Joanne is equal to 13,000 pesos. So since we are given a worded problem, our answer should also be worded. So Joanne or Joanne earns 13,000 pesos for the month. And this, my dear student, is our final answer. Let us move forward with our second problem. I want you to pause the video and please try to answer this problem on your own first. Okay, sana po na-try na. Let us collaboratively answer it. So Leo works as a janitor at a municipal hall in Batangas. He is paid 580 per day and worked 21 regular days in 1 month. He also worked 4 hours of overtime that month. His daily shift is 8 hours and overtime is paid 1.25 times the regular hourly rate. So how much did he earn in total? Okay, so we are asked of how much did he earn in total. So technically, we are asked of how much is the total earning Leo have for this month. Okay, so monthly income or income for this month na lang. So let's try income for the month. So income for the month will be equal to the monthly income kung ilan po yung sasahurin niya ngayon dahil nagtrabaho siya, Plus, dahil masipag siya, di ba, nag-overtime siya, nakalagay dito, na 21 regular days lang yung kailangan niyang i-render, pero meron siyang overtime na 4 hours of overtime. So, ibig sabihin, nag-overtime siya, ilagay natin, overtime. Plus, also, okay, so wala na. Yun lang naman. So we have the monthly income plus the overtime. So dito muna tayo kay monthly income. For the monthly income, sulat na lang natin dito, monthly income, alam natin na siya ay sumasahod kada araw ng magkano? 580 pesos. Pero sabi dito, ang regular days daw po sa isang month, ng month na yon is 21. So, times natin siya by 21. So, in our calculator, that is 580 multiplied by 21. So, that is equal to 12,180. So, ibig sabihin po, yung monthly income niya for that specific month is 12,180. So, this time, we need to calculate for the overtime. Siya naman yung i-compute natin. But before that, take note na si 580 per day siya. Ibig sabihin, kailangan muna natin siyang i-transform into hourly. Opo. So, for the hourly, so, ang gagawin natin is si 580, i-divide natin sa kung ilan po ba yung regular work hours lang kada araw. So, according to the labor code, that is 8 hours lang in the Philippines. So, divide natin ito by 8. So, in the calculator, that is 580 divided by 8. That is equal to 72.50. So, yung hourly rate niya kada oras is 72.50 pesos. Since may hourly na tayo, pwede na tayo makakompute for the um, overtime. So we have the hourly rate of 72.50. Imo-multiply po natin sa 4 hours na nag-overtime siya. So multiplied by the 4. At dahil po this is overtime, meron tayong multiplier of 1.25. So that is 1.25. So, calculate na natin using our calculator. So, we have 72.5 multiplied by 4. That is equal to 290. So, 290 multiplied by 1.25. So, multiplied by 1.25, that is equal to 362.50. That is equal to 362.50. Right, income. So that is equal to 12,180 pesos plus the 362.50 pesos. So, in our calculator, that is, so available na si 362, i-add na lang natin si 12,180 pesos. That will give us 12,542.50. So, Leo earns 12,542.50 for this month. And this is our final answer. Okay, so for the third problem, please pause the video and first try it on your own. So, sana na-try na. Okay, so Kathy promotes cosmetics at a mall in San Fernando, Pampanga. She earns 630 pesos per day, receives a 1,200 transport allowance per month, and is given a 2% commission on total sales. This month, she worked 27 days and recorded 75,000 pesos in sales. What are her total earnings for the month? So this time, we are asked about the total earnings. 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 for the month. So, in order for us to calculate the total earnings for the month, i-consider natin lahat ng tinanggap niya. So, meron siyang daily pay, pero this time we are after with the month, kaya kailangan monthly tayo, monthly pay. Plus, meron siyang transport allowance. So, lagay natin dito, meron siyang allowance for the transportation. And also, meron siyang commission. So, plus the commission. Okay, so let us first have the monthly pay. So, for the monthly pay, ang kailangan lang po natin i-consider is si daily pay at kung ilan pong beses siya nagtrabaho sa month na yun. So nakalagay dito, this month she worked 27 days. Kaya ibig sabihin po that is 630 times 27. So 630 times 27, that is 630 times 27. So that is equal to 17,010 pesos. So the monthly pay of Kathy is 17,010 pesos. So that is for the monthly pay. So this time for the allowance naman tayo. Si allowance per month, so since per month naman siya, ibig sabihin wala naman na tayong gagawin kasi given na. So the allowance is equal to 1,200 pesos for the transportation allowance. Okay, so next nating pwedeng makuha is si commission. So for the commission, yung recorded niya pong sale is 75,000 pesos. Ngayon, kailangan natin siyang i-multiply doon sa commission na ibibigay sa kanya depende sa kung ilan yung naebenta niya. So that is 2%. At ang 2% po, my dear students, in decimal, so nandito yung point niya, in decimal, we will move 2 places to the left. So that is 0.02 multiplied by 0.02. So that is equal to 1,500. So the commission she earned for selling 75,000 pesos worth of products of cosmetics. So that is 1,500. So ibig sabihin po, pagsasama-samahin natin si 17,010, si 1,200, and 1,500 to get the total earnings. Okay, so for the total earnings, we have 17,010 plus the 1,200 plus the 1,500 in our calculator. That is equal to, so may 1,500 na tayo, or plus the 1,200 plus the 17,010 pesos. So that is equal to 19,710 pesos. So this is our total earnings for the month. So we have 19,710. So in terms of sentence, that is Kathy earns 19,710 pesos for this month. And this is our final answer. Okay? Okay, so problem number 4 tayo. Dante, a banana harvester in Compostela Valley, is paid 110 pesos for every sack he collects. He works 18 days per month and on average, he gathers 14 sacks per day. If Dante saves 20% of his earning each month, how much does he save? Okay, yung tanong naman dito is the savings. So, pero hindi kasi natin makukuha yung savings pag hindi natin alam yung monthly income ni Dante kasi 20% of the monthly income is the savings. Kaya ang goal natin first is to find the monthly. The monthly income of Dante. So for the monthly income, this is a piecework problem. Ibig sabihin, kada sako daw po nagkakahalaga ng 110 pesos. So meron tayong 110 pesos dito. At dahil si Dante ay kayang mag-collect ng 14 sacks kada araw, so kailangan po i-multiply natin si 110 by 14. So that is equal to, so we have 110 multiplied by 14, that is equal to 1,540. So that is 1,540 pesos. Opo, kada araw. Pero ginawa niya yung pagko-collect ng 14 sacks per day ng ilang days? 18 sa buwan na yun. So, kailangan itong 1,540, i-multiply pa rin natin siya by 8. Opo, or 18. So, para makuha natin si monthly income. So, si monthly income natin, i-multiplied by 18, that is equal to 27,720. So that is equal to 27,720 pesos for this month. Okay? Pero hindi yun yung tanong eh. Hindi naman tinatanong si monthly income. Ang tinatanong si savings. Sabi sa atin, si savings or si Dante daw, gusto niyang mag-save kada month ng 20% ng monthly income niya. So, ibig sabihin natin yan is monthly income i-multiply natin by 20%. So, in decimal, that is 0.20. So, alam natin that the monthly income is 27,720 pesos. So, let us get the 20% of it. So, that is equal to, so 27,720 multiplied by 0.20 for the 20%. So, that is 5,544 pesos. So, sa savings niya is 5,544 pesos. So, pwede nating sabihin that Dante can save 5,544 for this month. Okay, so this is our final answer. For problem number 5, Belinda repairs electric fans and air coolers in Cagayan de Oro City. She is paid 670 per day and worked 23 days this month. She receives 1,800 meal allowance, worked 5 hours of overtime, which is paid at 1.25 times her hourly rate, and earned 600 pesos commission per extra unit fixed beyond her quota. She serviced 3 extra appliances. If Belinda sets aside 30% of her total earnings for savings, how much did she earn this month and how much does she save? Okay, so isa-isahin natin. So, ang tinatanong dito is kung ilan daw po yung earnings and kung ilan yung savings, considering na 30% yung gusto niyang ma-save. So, dun muna tayo sa total monthly income. So, sa total monthly income, marami siyang naging source, 'di ba? Kasi nagtatrabaho siya. So, monthly income plus ano pa yung mga tinatanggap niya? Meron siyang meal allowance, 'di ba? So, we have here meal allowance plus ano pa? So, meron siyang overtime plus the overtime and also meron siyang commission plus the commission. So, let us calculate first the monthly income. But before that, ayusin lang natin. So, we have here the monthly income. which is equal to the daily. Ilan po yung daily niya? 670 pesos. So, si 670 pesos natin, i-multiply natin sa kung ilang days siya nagtrabaho. In the problem, she worked 23 days this month. So, times natin by 23. So, that is, so 670 times 23, that is 15,410. So, we have the monthly income of 15,410 pesos. So, meron na tayong monthly income. Meal allowance natin, ilan po yun? So, she receives 1,800 meal allowance. So, meal allowance natin, wala na tayong ibang i-compute kasi given na. So, that is 1,800 meal allowance. Okay, so meron din tayong overtime. So, this time, the overtime pay. Pero, sabi natin, di ba, ang overtime is dapat naka-hourly base. This is daily. So, para ma-transform natin siya into hourly, ano po yung dapat nating gawin? So, kailangan po i-divide natin siya sa kung ilang oras po ba siya nagtatrabaho kada araw. Alam natin na ang mga empleyado ay nagtatrabaho kada araw ng 8 hours. Kaya po, yung hourly natin, so lagay na lang po muna natin dito sa baba, we have hourly will be equal to 670. I-divide natin siya by 8. So, that is equal to 670 divided by 8, that is equal to 83.75. So have 83 pesos 0.75. So since may hourly rate na tayo, pwede na siya yung maging basis natin ng ating overtime. So we have 83.75 multiplied kung ilang hours siya nag-render ng overtime, meron siyang 5 hours of overtime. So multiplied tayo by 5, multiplied again by 1.25. Bakit po 1.25? That is an overtime, kaya 1.25 tayo. So, is equal to 83.75 multiplied by 5, that is equal to 418.75. So, we have 418.75. At saka natin siya i-multiply by 1.25. So, multiply natin by 1.25. So, that is equal to 523.44 approximately. So, we have 523.44. So this is our overtime. Yung kulang, we have the commission. So for the commission naman po, didepende siya doon sa kasobrahan, sa quota. So dito po nakalagay na nag-render siya ng service for 3 appliances na yung kada isa worth of 600 pesos. Kaya lagay natin dito 600, multiply natin by 3. So that is equal to 1,800 pesos. So this is the commission. So in order for us to get the total monthly income, so sabihin na lang natin na that is TMI, we have 15,410 pesos plus the meal allowance of 1,800 plus the overtime pay of 523.44 and also plus the commission of 1,800 pesos. So in our calculator, so meron na tayong overtime plus 15,410 plus 1,800 plus 1,800 again. So that is equal to 19,533.44 approximately. So that is our total monthly income. So again, that is 19,533.44. Okay, so hindi pa doon nagtatapos kasi ito pa lang yung monthly. Kailangan po meron pa tayong isosolve na ano po yun, savings. So sa savings naman po natin, sabi dito, gusto ni Belinda na 30% na kanyang monthly income yung maisisave niya. So we have the 19,533.44. I-multiply natin siya by 0.30. Okay, so we have, ito na yung gagamitin natin para buo, multiplied by 0.30. That is equal to 5,860.03. So that is the savings of Belinda. So we have a saving of 5,860.03. So, sige po, let us just arrange everything. Okay, so the worded answer should be Belinda's monthly income is 19,533.44. And also, she can save 5,860.3 with that income. And this, my dear students, is our final answer. Okay, so let us check the structure that we have created in the first video. So we are done with computing monthly salary from daily wage. So on the next video, we're going to move forward with computing monthly salary from annual salary. So please stay tuned po, my dear students. So that's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye po!